What's up, buddy? How you doing? Are you like me? Are you wishing you had bought more Final Fantasy Magic cards before the price got back to $1,100? I mean, they actually dipped around Christmas. I don't know if you guys were paying attention. Around Christmas, they went from $1,200 down to under $1,000. I think around Christmas time, all the retailers start dumping their stock. They go, we got to make some money before the year ends. We're now back to lowest box on TCG Players, back to $1,100. I think we'll be back at $1,200 eventually. If you want to get a box, now might be the time. Although, it looks like a couple more boxes are going to enter the market, but not in the way they were supposed to. The end of a long, stupid drama from one of the dumbest companies, Wizards of the Coast, is finally wrapping up, and we've got the full story. Guys, please subscribe to the channel for more news of Wizards being stupid. Now, why is Wizards stupid? Well, here's why. Back in June, which is 1,000,000 years ago, they announced an Arena Direct. Now, if you guys don't know, if you play on Magic Arena, occasionally they have these Arena Direct events where you can win actual booster boxes. It's very exciting. I've done okay in a couple of them, and I'll talk more about that. I have some prizes coming to me soon. But look, not only are they hyping it up, but here they have an entire video. Let's see what's the video. It's 19 seconds long. Exciting. Take down your opponents. Win a collector booster. Wow, which intern put this dog shit together? Why did this need to be a video? Wow. Okay, I learned a lot. Okay, point is, you enter this thing, and you can win a collector booster box of Final Fantasy. This was back in June. Very exciting. And let's be clear, at the time, and I tried to win one, I sucked. I couldn't win one. I still regret. And at a certain point, I put enough money in the slot machine where I said, you know what? I got other stuff to do this weekend. And thankfully, I already ordered a lot of Final Fantasy, so I didn't necessarily need more. But I think these guys over at Draftism ran the numbers. Okay, Arena Directs have issues, big issues, of course, but let's be clear, this Arena Direct event has a Final Fantasy Collector Booster Box as the prize. Now, the entry is 8,000 gems, which I want to say is the equivalent of about $50. So about $50 to enter the event, give or take, depending on how you get your gems. The format is sealed, which is why I lose, because I suck at sealed. Why not draft? And you play, this was back before they changed how, now the prizes are a little more spread out. Because it used to be this way. 7 wins or 2 losses. And basically, it was very hard to get any amount of product back. Now they start giving product back at a earlier win percentage. Whatever. I'm getting off the rails here. Prize out begins at 3 wins. I don't know at what point. Let's see. So you would have to get 4 wins to about break even to get 7,200 gems. At 5 wins, you get more gems than you went in for. And if you can get 7 wins before getting 2 losses, you get a Final Fantasy Collector Booster Box. Now, let's be clear. At the time, a Final Fantasy Collector Booster Box, I want to say it was about $800, $900. So, kind of no-brainer, right? $50 to enter. All you have to do is win 1 out of every, 10 or 20? I'm going to do math really quick. If they're $1,000 and it's $50 a run, it would be 20. You got to do 20 entries. You got to win once to get profit, assuming, again, that a box is worth $1,000. Makes sense. And I do think I'm right on that. 8,000 gems. Yeah, that's $50. Okay. So obviously, there's some people who spent the whole weekend. Yeah, there you go. 9,200 gems is $50 on Arena. So a 7-win streak for this event is net $400 in your favor. Again, because this was when the boxes were $700 plus. I'm glad they have some of these details of what things were going for at the time. And then the prizes only went up from there, so it became even more of a better value proposition. Honestly, if I had known the boxes were going to get to $1,000, I probably would have spent all weekend trying to grind for them. So again, this was back in June. The event happened. A lot of people won a lot of Final Fantasy Collector boxes. And then they waited. They waited for Wizards to send them the things they won. And then Wizards decided, well, what if we didn't give you your prizes? How would you feel about that? Here's Robert Taylor over on Twitter going, hey, Wizards. And he's doing this on behalf of his friend Jupiter Brandos. Can you please make sure my friend is not receiving $450 instead of the 7 collector boxes of Final Fantasy he won? because that would be supervillain shit. Now, here is Corey, who has opened a support request. He said, hey, I won 7 of these boxes. Where are my boxes? Wizard said, we regret to inform you your order will be canceled or refunded as the item is no longer in stock and will not be restocked. The amount to return to your account in the next 5 to 7 business days. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I didn't order a thing that you could refund. I want a prize. I want my goddamn prize. So, your refund has been processed, Corey. The refund for your order is for the 455.88 of 0.00. That's some weird computer gobbledygook. Basically saying $455 of the no money that you spent is being returned to you. So a guy who won 7 boxes, which have a street value of $7,000, was told, you're getting back $455. That's pretty good, right? It would be one thing if they said, well, you're definitely getting $455 for each box you won, but somewhere along the line, the customer service or the robot that handles these things said, nah, just send him $455. That'll be fine. I mean, it doesn't matter that you probably spent hundreds upon hundreds of, maybe $1,000 to try and win these fucking things. Just send him $455. He'll be fine. Now, I think Wizards was trying to duck this issue. When you go to the Magic Arena site, I do believe it says, here you go, you'll receive a collector booster box while supplies last. Due to increased interest, this Arena Direct event will run a bit shorter than usual. Yeah, you should have shut it down after like 2 hours. You should have said, we're not going to have enough. I think they didn't have... Well, it's not that they don't have enough collector booster boxes. It's that they don't want to give away as many as they gave away. I think they didn't realize, oh my God, people are just going to enter this like crazy and we're not going to have any left for when we go to Magic Cons and we sell product for, Wizards does, I believe, sell product at their conventions and other things that they want to keep in stock. I could be wrong. They probably just want some to keep in the warehouse regardless in case they want to do future prizes or, give it to retailers, whatever else. So I think they ran out. And I think they spent the last, again, this was back in June, so they spent the last 5-6 months or whatever it is, figuring out, what the fuck are we going to do? These guys won the 10,000 boxes. We don't have 10,000 boxes in the warehouse. Now, their first idea was to give you guys $450. Obviously, that was going to piss everybody off. That's going to piss you off because when you enter the event, you in your head are going, the prize is $900. So I'm going to adjust, and I can enter the contest as many times as I want. At the time, again, these were like $900, $800 boxes. So you can run math in your head and you go, yeah, I can justify entering this competition because I just need to win a couple times to get my money back. Okay, and you might spend more than you would have if you found out actually the prize is half of what you thought it would be. Isn't that exciting? No, it's not exciting. That sucks. That really fucked over some people who probably said, all right, I made profit, and instead they ended up losing money. Now, here's where I think Wizards realized maybe we got to do something, is when one of the world's, one of the top Magic pros of all time, Louis Scott Vargas, goes, hey, Wizards, I'm owed 3 collector boxes. Today I got an email that says my order's canceled and I'm getting a refund. My emails to customer service have been ignored for weeks. Can you let me know what's going on? This has 1.4K likes, which is big for the Magic community. Obviously got spotlighted on all the big Magic message boards and talked about on YouTube. Can you imagine one of the top pros for your game? Basically an ambassador for the game. He writes content for the game. He makes videos about the game. One of your top content creators goes, hey, I used your flagship digital product. I was promised a big prize, and you guys are fucking me in the ass. It's not a good look. This is what we call bad PR. This is what we call the kind of PR that somebody sitting in Wizards' PR department is going, what the fuck are you guys doing? Just give them the boxes. Well, actually, we ran out of the boxes. I don't give a shit. Fucking find some. The negative publicity from this. Do you think people are going to enter Arena Direct events in the future if they know at any point we can just fuck them in the ass and cut their prize winnings in half? No. Fix it. And I think it got fixed. Here's Luis Vargas saying, we are reaching out because our records indicate we ran out of stock on Final Fantasy Collector Booster Box Arena Direct prizes before you were able to claim your prize. But hey, don't worry. We got additional Final Fantasy Collector Booster Boxes sent from Europe with expedited shipping. Yeah, you just found some boxes in Europe. You just, I guess we found some. Duh, we didn't know it. Yeah, you knew you could get boxes. You either had them in a warehouse somewhere or you had a retailer who you could buy them from. And yeah, the retailer's probably going to go, Yeah, I mean, I could sell them back to you guys at like $800 each, but, I'm not selling them for below market too much. And you went, oh, man, geez, we got to pay money to make right by our players, but we're owned by Hasbro. Can't we just fuck them? Can't we just give them $450? No, you can't, because it's bad publicity. The point is, whatever amount of money you were going to save by not sending out these products, the amount of bad publicity you're generating for the organization, your flagship digital product, is moronic. Not to mention, I honestly think you were opening yourself up to a pretty severe class action lawsuit. You can't make big, stupid advertisements going, you got to enter because you can win this big prize. And then go, actually, you get half the prize we promised. I think if you had decided to try to run that route, I think you would have had a lawsuit on your hands. I think everybody who won. I don't know if there was enough people who won these to make a significant lawsuit, but it is basically. I mean, imagine entering any contest. Imagine entering the lottery, and then they go, "Well, actually, we ran out of the $1 million. You get $500,000." You go, "What do you mean you ran out of the $1 million? Why didn't you put it somewhere until it was ready to be given away?" They're like, "I don't know. We don't have it anymore." So, okay. And as Corey, again, I think the guy who was not going to get his box, he said, good job to whichever person on the legal team started screaming at them. Even funnier to tacitly admit to attempted fraud by going from we are out of stock to we had some in Europe. Yeah, this is a good dodge. This is a good dodge. I mean, obviously they had them in a warehouse and they just didn't want to give them up. That's my belief. And they go, well, they were in Europe. Can you believe it? They were in Europe. I'll real quick give my Arena Direct story. I recently won 6 boxes of Kamigawa Neon. No, 8 boxes? I think I won 8 boxes of... Yeah, I won 8 boxes of Kamigawa Neon Dynasty draft boxes. And I was very excited. Let's see if I'm still excited. Kamigawa Neon Dynasty. Now, I was excited because, guys, as you can see below, I sell on Whatnot. It's always good for me to have extra... stuff in my shop. I said, wow, having 8 boxes of that to stick in the closet, that's good, and I'll slowly sell through them over time. I mean, actually, only one guy has them for $150. These are technically $160, $170 boxes. So I was very excited, man, and this was probably the Arena Direct I did the best at. I won 8 whole boxes, very excited. I get the dreaded message going, we would run out, we don't got no more, they're gone, I'm sorry. And I went, they're gonna fuck me. They're gonna fuck me. Today, finally, after months of being like, what are they gonna do? How are they gonna fuck me? I get a message telling me I gotta fill out some account. I gotta give them my social security number, whatever else. I open the account and it says, you're owed basically $1,200. And I went, hey, I'll take it. Okay, that's again about $150 a box. I would honestly rather have the boxes but that's me. I'm in a unique opportunity where I can sell the boxes. I can sell the boosters inside them. I don't mind sitting on Magic product. It's not a bad investment. But you know what? I'm not going to argue with a $1,200 payday. That's fine. So maybe Magic's gotten their Arena Direct together. Maybe they've realized, because again, I don't know what the MSRP on it. They could have tried to give me $100 a box. Or whatever these... I don't think these used to be $150 boxes. I guess they are using what is close to the market rate of about $150. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I'll take it. Let me know, guys, in the comments what you think. Did Wizards really find product in Europe, or are they just coming up with fun excuses? Are you enjoying Magic or Arena Direct events? Will you continue competing in them, knowing that Wizards is constantly trying to take your prizes away? And why can't this company just get anything right? How hard is this? At the very least, you go, wait, LSV didn't get his collector boxes? We'll send them to him. My God, he's like a huge influencer, you idiots. We can rip off Corey Jupiter Brandos, whoever the hell that is, Arena Direct activist, but don't rip off Lewis. We're going to get in trouble. Take care. Bye-bye.